Hello everyone, it's Adisha. Today we're going to learn the second part of essential coding, which is programs and algorithms. It's just very easy to understand that, but if it's hard, no worries, I will help you understand it. So do you know what programs and algorithms are? In simple, programs and algorithms are just pieces or blocks of code. Simply, they're like pillars which make up a Roman temple. Well, a Greek temple. So now that we're going to learn about it, I'm gonna make it oversimplified if you don't understand the simplified version. So let's get started. Now, if you don't know what programs or algorithms are, imagine if you were having a robot and you needed to tell it what to do with programming pieces. You had programming pieces which had arrows that said move forward, move backward, turn left, turn right, and a whole lot more of it. Now you can make the robot understand them by programming the robot with JavaScript or Python, but we're going to get to that in a lot of time, because first you need to learn about basics of coding, then we can move on to big and unsurprisingly complex coding languages. So shall we start? Okay. Now, so I'm going to tell you what it means to be built a program. It means you can control a robot. Imagine if this crane was a robot. If this crane was a robot, it wouldn't be able to function on its own. So how are you going to make this crane pick up something as simple as a brick or a heavy load of metal or as simple as a basketball? How are you going to do it? You need to control it. You need to remember now that machines can't function on their own. And because of that, you need to get into the insides of the robot. It's functioning using zeros and ones. It's called binary, and it's different from what you call normal. Now, let me explain to you. If you wrote 0, 1, 0, that means 2. If you wrote 1, 1, 0, that means 6. If you wrote, say, 1, 1, then that would be equal to 3. Why is it that we need a 0 at the end to make this 6? Because every digit which comes before the 0 has a value double than the 0. For example, the 0's value, for example, if you said that, for example, the value of the 0 would be 0 ones. So if there was 1 here, it would be 1. And if there was another one here plus this 1, that would mean 2 plus 1. If there was another one here, that equals 4 plus 2 plus 1. And then if you add another one, that makes 8. So you understood how the pattern of binary goes on. 1 to 2 to 2 to 4 to 4 to 8. How is this relative? Now simply, if you just understand the digits and powers, you can crack the code. Now computers use binary all the time to process it. So we're going to also talk about qubits, but we're going to get to that in a little time. Okay? Now in code.org, if you log in, you'll see these little things called blocks. They have commands in them, and they tell the actor what to do. For example, this block means move forward. If you don't see it, you'll see the words move forward. I'm oversimplifying this because then you can understand. So if a move forward block you can't cross, that means the actor will move one step forward. Shall we check out one example of coding? Let's go. Now with coding you can create amazing things, such as this Minecraft roller coaster. Let's see how it works. Inside a project or game, you can find out some coding, which is very complicated. We're going to get to loops, functions, and other things in a bit of time. Alright, shall we go to Minecraft Hero? This is one of the places you might see in code.org. So we're not going to use functions. Leave that to me. I'm going to explain that to you, not loops. We're going to use move forward, move backward, turn left, turn right, destroy block, and place gravel or whatsoever. Now if you wanted to create a track, you can place move forward, place gravel, move forward, place gravel, move forward, place gravel. But what makes this gravel equal to track? So you can change the gravel to rails, and when you do that, the agent, which is right here, will follow whatever the when run says. Look, can you see that it is programmed? That's exactly what people do to computers to make them work properly, and that's exactly what code.org did to make code.org. So you can go on and try something of your own. Now, shall we do a revision test? What will this do? Remember that the move backward is the opposite of the move forward. That is, it moves back. If you said it'll stay in the same place after the code is run, you're right. Congratulations to those who thought about that solution. Now for another one. What will the agent do this time? If you said it'll move forward, turn left, then move forward one space after it turned left and place some gravel there on the same spot, you are right. But because this is grass, we can't place anything. So if this was something else, you are right, definitely right. So now let's see what we can do now. So let's see another block, the destroy block. Now what do you think it'll do? If you said it'll move forward, turn left, move forward, and place gravel, you're wrong. Here's a hint. The destroy block makes the agent destroy a block that's under it. Or if a block is in front of it, it'll destroy. Shall we see? Since a block is not in front of it, the agent couldn't do anything. It has to be under the ground to do something. So now here's a lesson. Sometimes code can be unexpected. Sometimes coding can't do whatever you ask to. We'll do the third lesson. We'll explain that in a little more detail in lesson 3. Now shall we see what will happen? Let's say move forward, turn left, move forward, place rails, destroy block. What do you think will happen now? Let's see if the code is a little unexpected or if there's a little bug in it. Nope, yes, there was a little bug. It had to move forward and then move backward to destroy the block. Now shall we see what happens? Yes, now the agent has destroyed a block. Now see, this is why you must be very careful in coding, and we'll get to that in a little more detail too in lesson 3. Now that you've learned about algorithms, I hope you're going to be liking me, subscribing to me, and don't forget to click the button once you subscribe to my channel, Learn with Adisha. Goodbye and have a nice day.